Why 95% of golfers can't make solid contact with their irons is because they're doing this, and that is the chest falling behind the golf ball coming into impact. Now, why that's going to cause these bad strikes is because as soon as your chest starts to fall behind the golf ball, the lowest point of your swing arc will also get behind the golf ball, which will result in some fat shots or maybe thin shots. But if that same golfer had their chest going in front of the golf ball, coming into their downswing with their irons, they're instead going to have the lowest point of their swing arc moving in front of the golf ball, which means they're going to be making ball then turf contact every single time. Now, the drill is having a long alignment stick here. So I'm using a swing plate, which there is a discount code in the description if you want to pick up one of these. And all we're doing here is having this 4 fingers outside the right-hand side of my head. Now, if I start to fall back with my chest, which will move my low point back, causing the bad strikes, I am straight away going to hit this with my head because my head is going to move backwards with my chest. Now, what I want to do, I of course want to hit some shots here and make sure I am not hitting that with my head. That simple. That's all we need to do. So that's immediately going to get that low point more forward, making these solid ball and turf contacts that we need to play consistent golf. Now, a lot of you out there with this drill, you're going to be thinking, and with the chest being in front, you're thinking, oh, I thought I needed to keep my head behind the golf ball. My chest being in front, doesn't that cause my head to be in front of the ball? Now, one, you don't need to have your head behind the golf ball to hit consistent shots. As you go more up the clubs, that will naturally happen because of the ball position going more forward. You'll naturally be a little bit more behind. But two, will your head get in front of the golf ball if your chest moves there? Yes, unless you start to do what we all do in the downswing, and that is implementing some side bend into the golf ball. If I just move my chest without having some side bend, right shoulder moving down, you can see how my head is going to get quite in front. But if I do that same movement of the chest going in front, but as I'm getting into the golf ball, feel like my right shoulder's dropping down to the ball. You can see now I'm still on that golf ball, but the chest is forward. That's what we see all the top players and the position they're in. So, okay, let's adapt that. Let's hit this ball and feel like our right shoulder is dropping down to that golf ball as we're getting into that impact area. So 4 fingers outside, there we go. Now, don't hit that with your head, hit the ball with the right shoulder. Here we go. Boom, so you can see. Didn't hang back on it, low point moved forward, and I still stayed on the center with my head because I'm side bending nicely through there. That feel alone is going to help you straighten up a lot of your slices out there. Because if you come into the golf ball without dropping that trail shoulder down, and you keep very straight with that back, you can see you're going to start to cut across the golf ball. Trail side bend, getting that right shoulder down will keep that path neutral and get you, if anything, if you do it really well, moving slightly on the end. So nicely struck shots that'll be either straight, maybe even a little draw if you do it well. So there we go. Boom. If we can do that, you're going to be a lot more like the 5% of golfers who can strike the ball well every single time. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you want more golf instruction just like this, hit the subscribe button and hit that bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.